Three, two, one. Hey, Fit Vegans in the making. It's Florian here. And today I'm sitting here with Georg, a vegan entrepreneur. And we're going to discuss how Georg lost 11 pounds in 5 weeks on a vegan diet while working with me. So, Georg, awesome to have you here.
Hey, Florian, thanks for having me. It's an honor. Thanks.
Awesome, Georg. You're a busy guy. I think a lot of people know you, but just for the people that don't know you, just briefly introduce yourself. Who is Georg?
Yeah, thanks. I'm most of the time sitting here in my, let's say, concrete bunker in my cave, as I call it. And yeah, this has been a running joke, right? And I like to focus. And so I'm like, I reached out for somebody who is committed to join me on a path where I just want to lose weight and become like more, yeah, feel better. Literally, I felt that the kilos were too much on me, and of course, there's like some simple solutions, just exercise. But I appreciated like your style where you made me do it, like you motivated me a lot. But we will come to this later, I guess. But my situation is that I'm heavily focused and mostly sitting in front of my computer, and I like it, I enjoy it. But I know that there is, of course, another side. You need to take care of your temple, as we call it, right? You need to be appreciative of your body, and I felt like I didn't appreciate it a lot in the last month. So I came up with the urge to just do more for my body, but like in a qualified manner, right? To do it correctly and to have these quality gains, as you call it.
Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. We were joking before. Georg is, I think, the most focused person that I know, hands down. Also, like one of the busiest, certainly. He's a serial entrepreneur. But just tell me, like, some people don't know this side of you. Like, how long have you been vegan?
Oh, since 2007, I believe, yeah. Since 2007, and I'm not the healthiest vegan, I would say. Somebody would say definitely I'm like parts of me are like this, junk food vegans. It's we both living in Bali. It's kind of tempting to. Although there are a lot of healthy vegan alternatives. There's a lot of vegan fast food as well. Very well tasting, and I definitely this I wanted to point out. Like I've not lived definitely like the most healthy life, even though I wanted, like, the consciousness is there, but the execution is sometimes, when you feel stressed maybe or overworked. I tended a lot to junk food, and I'm definitely better now, since years, and especially with your guidance as well, just developing more and more consciousness towards your body, helps you a lot to get rid of shit.
Bad word here, bad word here.
I'm sorry, we gotta beat this out.
No worries. It's okay. It slips out sometimes with me too, so all good. So, Georg, you told me before you had this consciousness of where you want to go. You told me also like you were like more before working with me, more like a junk food vegan. So, which goals were you trying to achieve? What were you looking to achieve back then before working with me?
Yeah, I wanted to feel lighter, right? So
Yeah.
I knew it's about the weights and about like losing not just the it's about, let's say, leaving things behind, right?
Yeah.
So it's the weight and it's the consciousness, and I've always had mentors in my life, right? Business wise, and sorry, not always, in terms of like building your body and having gains with your body. I kind of was only I was a loner, so before I met you. So, and yeah, so I said to myself, like, why not? You're investing a lot of money into business mentors. Why not like investing into your body mentor, right? So I did this, and this was the path, basically. And this it was about like having the experience of being with somebody who can accompany me on this path. I didn't want to do it alone. This was it. This was the motivation. I knew how to like lose weight, but I needed like an outside perspective to just not just repeat my own thoughts, right?
Yeah.
It's not about just losing weight. It's about making it in a qualified manner with professionals. Let's say professionals who take really care of you, and you did. So this is why I would love to recommend you, especially personally. So you can repeat this with others. I guess I'm a success story in terms of like the kilos I've lost, but the bigger shift is like in the mind, where you shift towards having basically a friend you can talk to, in like seeing you as a professional, but also as a friend. But it's not about sharing with you like personal things, but sharing you things out of this perspective that you might hear from others as well, right? Where you say like, they're like with a better body there comes a lot of confidence and strength, So to me, I wanted to have like this holistic view and somebody who represents it. And of course, you as a vegan bodybuilder and fitness person, I knew that I felt that you're the right person that can understand the holistic view.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. I would not say I'm like a bodybuilder, but I'm like really passionate about this sphere. And it's more like I think there's so much noise out there when it comes to health and fitness. I think it's quite worth it to just have like a person that you like know. Okay, just listen to this person, and that's when I got this covered. Am I right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's true. Yeah, the noise is actually, as you say, it distracts you from your goal. And if you're clear on your goal and you can articulate that, you will find your mentor, and I hope it will be you. Like people should call you and just see if it works. That's my I would like to achieve that. So it's about finding a mentor who resonates, and being like finding a vegan mentor is like already focused and gets rid of a lot of noise, right? So people who are vegan should ask for a vegan trainer, right?
Yeah.
Because of course another person like a not vegan trainer can know all about the nutrition sides and whatever and can kind of resonate with you, but the mind where somebody's coming from,
Yeah.
Let's say just just simply love for animals, and compassion and stuff like that. You can kind of reproduce that coming from a different, let's say, omnivore mindset, right?
Yeah, so, like different values and different ways of seeing the world. Yeah.
Thanks. This is the right word. The values, they need to resonate. Otherwise, you can't trust your trainer, kind of, right? Your mentor.
Yeah, absolutely. So, like, let's go back to before you started working with me. Like, how were you trying to achieve those goals of feeling lighter? Was like your approach back then?
Oh, I'm a runner. I love running, and you also introduced me to like of course nutrition and weightlifting. But I stick to running, and what made me successful is I guess it was simple, just like having an oversight of somebody who really is there for me and just who I feel responsible for, who I need to answer to, right? So I just respected like your guidance and followed that, and this was so beautiful because you aligned our fitness program, like our goals to my actually to my how to say it to my already existing framework, right?
Yeah, to routine, because you're very routinized in your work, so it's like especially if you're like a very focused person. Yeah.
That was beautiful to see that you just asked for my routines and adapted, kind of developed a fitness routine for my needs, for my goals. Of course, I needed to cut off some time somewhere. Of course, you need to, but it didn't affect me at all. Actually, I understood that this fits perfectly into my schedules, and since then, I'm actually like for the longest part, I'm still continuing that. So it's paid off big times, like investing one time and having kind of framework which you can always relate to and fall back to when you're out of focus, which happens to me as well. then I just really kind of recover to the things you taught me, and I'll just recycle that because it's perfect.
Yeah. Awesome. Like before you had like this framework, before you had this like this focus or this knowledge about health and fitness, before you started working with me, what were like your frustrations?
The frustrations were like having nobody literally coming from this perspective and having not a tailored framework, let's say, fitness framework, right?
Yeah.
Professional fitness framework. There are a lot of things out there and a lot of, let's say, half-baked advice, right?
Yeah.
But it can be it just can be, I believe in personalization because we're all different, right? And if nobody takes their time to just listen and to adapt to this needs and to this goals, you can't achieve, you barely can achieve that. You need a super high level of self-motivation and, let's say, knowledge and organizational power, which comes with your service as at once, right? And at least to me, it was super. I understood where you're coming from, what you're doing, and I respected your professional work. So I just adapted it quickly. It was easy to adapt.
Yeah, awesome. And when you first stumbled upon me, what piqued your interest? Was it like I was specialized in like vegans, so we had similar values, working together?
It was like for me, it's mentorship always that like I see a person or I see a status where somebody is, and I say like I wanna go there too, right? It's not like I wanna be you something, but you're in a position in life, let's say in terms of your fitness, that I said like, hey, I wanna go there. I wanna be as healthy as Florian, right? And still, of course, a long way, but I always have invested into mentors, not into straight coaching, but like mentorships where I hired people who have the status I want to have, right? Because they're talking out of this point where like they're just giving their path, they're just passing their path, and just this is actually what I'm doing with my students as well. Business-wise, I can't, let's say, talk about other businesses others than I have already created, or I'm further down the line. So I saw you as being further down the line where I want to go. So it was easy to, and of course you're an awesome guy personally, but like what counts is of course your professional attitude and your reliability and all these beautiful values you have that it's easy to to love you, right? In all matters.
It's like the Swiss guy in me, the structure and there's like a structure, reliability, just like normal where I come from was But like
you're the Swiss
me,
Army knife for development, right?
yeah, exactly.
Personal
Or like
fitness.
or health and fitness is Swiss Army knife.
Yeah, that's your new nickname now.
So Georg, like after 5 weeks of working together, you lost 11 pounds. You lost those 11 pounds, as you taught me, fully passively. So how did this feel like?
Beautiful. It's addictive, to be, to be in a better shape.
Yeah.
And I bounced back a little bit, and I just reapplied the things we've been doing back then, and it works super well. It's addictive to go even further. And since if you have a toolkit, how to do it, it's all just putting in the work. Framework is there, so it's up to me in this case, to apply it and to repeat it and stay on this path. And since then, I can honestly say my life has changed. With this, I would say it was a huge effort, right? Like because we were very focused on that, but like in terms of like the direction, if you just shift your let's say path just a few degrees, to the left or right, in terms of years, your life becomes super different, and it has already in this short time it has become super different.
Yeah.
To the better.
Yeah.
So thanks a lot for that, man.
You're welcome. It's also good that you talked about bouncing back, because as we discussed earlier in the call, what's important is that just you stay on the path, you know, and setbacks happen in every journey. Certainly weight loss, but what is most importantly is just the tools so you can stay on this for longer periods of time and make this a habit, a lifestyle change. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's about having a toolkit and understanding what needs to be done. And of course, you need to put in the work yourself. Nobody can lift that from you, right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's about
That's
having
the
a
hard part
toolkit, and
about it. Yeah,
it is,
yeah,
but it's also joyful. I enjoy, to be in pain in a
yeah,
certain way, which makes me masochistic, kind of.
yeah,
Right? But it's a beautiful pain to know that you're, releasing something literally that doesn't belong in your body, right, or in
yeah,
your spirit. So
yeah.
losing weight is a deeply spiritual transformation, of
Yeah.
course, which you can see, which is a nice side effect. So I'm always interested, besides my physique, I'm very interested in the inner journeys we have, right?
Yeah.
So always it's beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. So you talked a little bit about spiritual life, about aesthetics, but which kind of areas of your life have improved since you feel lighter, since you've lost those pounds?
Well, everything, and money wise as well. I can
Yeah.
work more focused and be just more productive, which, I mean, I didn't aim for that goal, but it's just because I felt already productive, but I didn't know how more productive I can be just by implementing routines that you need to stick to. It
Hmm.
wasn't about just losing the weight, but it's also about, as I said, the inner journey that
Hmm.
teaches you to be, let's say, punctual and hitting your goals. If it's
Yeah.
agreed on that you have to lose 1 kilo per week, then it needs to be done.
Yeah.
So this is a
Yeah.
goal to work for, and this relates to project development,
Hmm.
employees, managing your own life, and hitting goals, literally,
Hmm.
right? So that my mindset is even, let's say, stronger is in lack of better word, stronger, but I would say solid, more solid,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It,
Absolutely.
it's kind of, it was a reminder of the values I always look for. I need to start with myself, and being overweight or not feeling comfortable with my weight is it's like a no-go for me, right?
Yeah.
To with that example, I can't be like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and it's not about the ego, it's about the comfort with myself, that I'm not happy with that, how I direct my life, right?
Yeah. You kind of know that you can do better.
Exactly, you can't
Yeah.
ignore it, and you know that there is better out there, a better feeling out there, and
Yeah.
just need to ask, literally, right? As we did,
Yeah.
hey, I said, can you help me? You said sure. So
Hmm.
I highly recommend asking you, just to start to ask you,
Yeah.
and this is the beauty, that your work is so tailored to people.
Yeah.
Um, let's say in the inner circle mentoring that we had, that it's you can't lose with that kind of work.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much, Georg.
yeah,
So
you really, you deserve that, man. Thank you.
when you first stumbled upon my service or my work, what kicked you over the fence to start it? What was the one thing that it was okay, I need to do this right now.
As I said, it was your holistic view that is really unique.
Hmm.
Um, you're very open about your attitudes towards, let's say, heavily resonate, with, let's say, animal rights activists, or people who
Hmm.
put in a lot of efforts for others, who have their heart on the right place and take action, actually, So
Yeah.
you're an action taker,
Yeah.
and besides of, let's say, love for animals or compassion, I saw immediately that you're an action taker, right?
Hmm.
That literally your attitude is reflected by your shape, which is awesome, of course. So
Thank you.
this is hard to overlook,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah, yeah.
People see.
Okay, okay. Who do you think like I'm a good fit for working together? Like, who is my ideal client?
Well, coming out of my business perspective, I highly recommend business people to talk to you, to
Yeah,
start with that, because, as I said, like it ripples down into huge profits in life, money, and
mhm,
you know,
yeah,
shifting really a perspective
mhm,
through the, let's say, through the in lack of better words, bodybuilding as it is for me. You know, you
yeah,
kind of shape your body, and with the body you shape, of course, you first have to shape your soul. Yeah,
yeah,
sorry, your mind, of course, right?
yeah, yeah.
So this is
Mhm.
the path for, I would say, I would highly recommend it, especially to business people, since it's so.
Georg, still here?
Sorry, I'm here. Yeah, can you hear
Yeah,
me?
okay. Yeah, I think we got cut out for a second.
Sorry, yes.
Okay, no
Which
worries.
part did you hear? You
I
were.
was hearing like, yeah, no worries. We can just keep going, so people know this is real. This is not like,
Yeah,
yeah. Okay. So,
life
like,
struggle.
yeah, classic Skype. Yeah. You were talking about business people. You think I'm a good fit for working together because it increases all areas of their life.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Business people, especially business people, you know, when you have to manage teams or projects, you need a strength, you know,
Yeah.
and coming from a solid mind,
Hmm.
you know, I believe that you're a perfect fit because you know what it takes, not just by, you know, putting in the effort, but transforming your body,
Yeah.
sorry, your mind, you know, your mind
Yeah.
and focus your mind. And we both relate heavily to the term of like focus, being focused, and
Yeah.
this has proven to be a great strategy. Just you know, to sharpen your mind on focus, literally to focus on focus,
Yeah.
what you want to go, where you want to go, what you want to achieve, and
Hmm.
shape a plan. And you're the best partner to build a plan for that. You know, for
Yeah.
achieving that goals, whatever you have in mind.
Yeah. I think that's what a lot of people are not seeing. And for people think this is like, oh, woo woo, what Georg is talking about. I remember like at the end of our coaching, you sent me like you were talking like in the week reports about your revenue goal, like that you just achieved, like a massive week. And I was like, yeah, okay, it works.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna share the exact numbers here, but like it's it was like, okay, that's seems to be working well.
Yes, like focus is always key, and
Yeah,
throughout our work together, it was definitely a booster for me um, to get this done.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
awesome. So
huge
Georg,
part.
let's say like somebody is listening to this interview right now. Why should they take action and decide like, okay, now is the time
Um,
to change this?
well, compared, you know, even though if you would charge like 10,000 euros per, I don't know, like per week, it
Yeah,
would be worth it because
yeah,
like your life changes, you know.
yeah, hmm,
And I highly recommend people investing in themselves, into their goals, right? And
yeah,
if the vision of that goal of a better life is clear enough, you know, they should
hmm,
talk to you because you're definitely a very qualified person to help people take action,
yeah,
starting with the mind, down to nutrition, exercises, you know, tailored
yeah,
to somebody's needs in life. You know, you're not
yeah,
the person who changes somebody. You're just enforcing, let's say, you're just supporting somebody with the good stuff inside, right? By leaving
yeah,
out the crappy things.
yeah. I make it a little bit faster, so to speak, to achieve there. I make the path a little bit clearer, so to
It's
speak.
true. So
Yeah,
life changes to the better with your help, and I
yeah,
can totally approve that message that
yeah.
that you're that you're sending out there. It's beautiful.
Okay. Awesome, man. So, like, for people who want to achieve the same thing that you achieved, you know, like for, let's imagine like what would be like your number one advice be for busy vegans that are watching this video right now who want to achieve the same thing as you did?
Well, it's to me it was running, consistently and sweating. I
Yeah.
mean, I felt like in the past time I wasn't sweating enough, and that was your recommendation as well. That sweat is a really crucial part of it, and
Hmm.
I overcome. Yeah, it's sometimes I stopped before I really got into like deep sweat, right? So and
Yeah.
that's that time like during our time together, I went through that or past that, and I saw the results in detox as well, So this is coming out of my perspective. I love to run, and I'm
Hmm.
now running. I would recommend everybody to run even further. And if
Yeah.
you think that you reached your goal, there is still like at least I don't know 30% more till you collapse, really, till your body gives up.
Yeah.
So, and this
Yeah.
is what I love about these challenges, that you overcome this pain, and then everything gets like, you get to know yourself better. And so
Yeah.
this is beautiful, taking
Yeah.
challenges, being in pain and loving it is a crucial lesson
Yeah.
to life in
Yeah.
general.
Yeah. It sounds like straight off the from the mouth of an entrepreneur, you know, like love the pain on this journey. Okay. So like you say like mainly like, you know, pushing yourself, knowing that there's more to achieve, knowing that you can do
Yeah.
more than you're already doing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Behind the pain threshold,
Yeah. Yeah.
there's a beautiful reward waiting for you, and
Yeah.
it doesn't show very openly. It's sometimes hidden, and the journey is
Yeah.
to discover that. Business wise or body wise,
Yeah.
relationship wise, it's beautiful to work on that.
Yeah. Absolutely, Georg. Now, thank you so much for this advice. Now, where can people find more about Georg Martinka online?
Oh, thank you, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can easily Google me, Georg Martinka, or the Me Method. This is my business method that I love to teach since years, and which has proven to be, yeah, also a transformational path for a lot of online entrepreneurs who are in coaching and self-development, relationship, and business advice. So
Hmm.
yeah, I would like to welcome you in my Me Method, as I call it, and it's called
Hmm.
Me Method because you need to start with yourself, with me,
Hmm.
and further develop, everything where you want to go. You have to have this foundation, and you have to know your North Star
Hmm.
to
Hmm.
set your sales.
Yeah. Yeah. And you teach like a very like empathetic way of making it in the business world, so to speak.
Yeah, I teach my students very closely, so I don't take a lot of like group coachings. I'm doing most of the time one-on-ones
Yeah.
in uh, in a special way, let's say,
Yeah.
and also some group calls,
Hmm.
but or groups that I guide through this process. But I also have partners who are applying the method,
Hmm.
which are certified by me. So
Yeah.
it's it's getting huge right now. So I love this process where I'm not really crucial to this process. Like
Yeah.
I love to develop that. I would love to take myself out so it can grow without me, and it's about to become real now. So and all of that
Yeah.
is very dedicated. So I'm not a big believer in automatizations, but like in picking out the people who really are all in,
Hmm.
and when I see that, I can be all in as well, or my partner, or the certified trainers
Yeah.
I train. So
Yeah.
yeah, the process is I love focus, and I
Hmm.
love focus on just a handful of people at a time.
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. So it's very, very personalized business advice from a vegan. So that if you're a vegan watching this, values are aligned with your world. And Georg obviously really knows what he's doing. He's in this for a long, long, long time. So Georg, thank you so much for your time. I know you're a busy guy. And guys, thank you for tuning in. Georg, any last words
Thanks.
for the people watching this?
Yeah, man. Like once again, please talk to Florian if you want to have a quality gain in your life, not just in your not just with your body. You've
Yeah.
got so much to offer, and I love your work, man. Thanks for having me here.
Awesome. So, guys, this is the end of our interview with Georg. I see you next time.